Sudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayana Pratyam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato
Jayamudiraye
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiki
Bhaktin Bhakti Nastiki
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devagi Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govinda Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 8, text number 21, 2821. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is Questions by King Parikshit. Please repeat the sloga behind me. Samplavaḥ sarva-bhūtānāṁ
Samplavaḥ sarva-bhūtānāṁ
vikramaḥ pratisaṅkramaḥ
vikramaḥ pratisaṅkramaḥ
iṣṭā-pūrtasya kāmyānāṁ
iṣṭā-pūrtasya kāmyānāṁ
tri-vargasya chayo vidhiḥ.
tri-vargasya vidhiḥ.
Word by word meaning. Samplavaḥ.
Samplavaḥ.
The perfect means
The perfect means
or complete devastation.
or complete devastation.
Sarva-bhūtānāṁ.
Sarva-bhūtānāṁ.
Of all living beings.
Of all living beings.
Vikramaḥ.
Vikramaḥ.
Specific power or situation.
Specific power or situation.
Pratisaṅkramaḥ.
Pratisaṅkramaḥ.
Ultimate distraction.
Ultimate destruction.
Iṣṭā.
Iṣṭā.
Performance of Vedic rituals.
Performance of Vedic rituals.
Purtasya.
Purtasya.
Pious acts in terms of religion.
Pious acts in terms of religion.
Kāmyānāṁ.
Kāmyānāṁ.
Rituals for economic development.
Rituals for economic development.
Tri-vargasya.
Tri-vargasya.
Three means of religion, economic development, and sense gratification.
And sense satisfaction. Cha.
Also.
Also.
Yaha.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Whatsoever.
Vidhiḥ.
Vidhiḥ.
Procedures.
Procedure.
Translation and purport by Divinity Abhay Charna of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation, please repeat behind me. Please explain unto me.
Please explain unto me.
How the living beings are generated.
How the living beings are generated.
How they are maintained.
How they are maintained.
And how they are annihilated.
And how they are annihilated.
Tell me also.
Tell me also.
Of the advantages.
Of the advantages.
And disadvantages.
And disadvantages.
Of discharging devotional service.
Of discharging devotional service.
Unto the Lord.
Unto the Lord.
What are the Vedic rituals?
What are the Vedic rituals?
And injunctions.
And injunctions.
Of the supplementary Vedic rites.
Of the supplementary Vedic rites.
And what are the procedures?
And what are the procedures?
Of religion.
Of religion.
Economic development.
Economic development.
And sense gratification.
And sense satisfaction.
Purport. Samplavaḥ, in the sense of perfect means, is employed to denote the discharge of devotional service. And pratisaṅkramaḥ means just the opposite, or what which destroys the progress of devotional service. One who is firmly situated in the devotional service of the Lord can very easily execute the function of conditional life. Living the conditional life is just like flying a boat in the middle of the ocean. One is completely at the mercy of the ocean, and at every moment there is every chance of being drawn in the ocean by slight agitation. If the atmosphere is all right, the boat can ply very easily, undoubtedly. But if there is some storm, fog, wind, or cloud, there is very possibility of being drowned in the ocean. No one can control the whims of the ocean. However, one may be materially well equipped. One who has crossed the ocean by ship may have sufficient experience of such dependence upon the mercy of the ocean. But one can fly over the ocean of material existence by the grace of the Lord very easily, without any fear of storm or fog. It all depends on the will of the Lord. No one can help if there is some unfortunate danger in the state of conditional life. The devotees of the Lord, however, cross the ocean of material existence without anxiety, because a devotee is always protected by the Lord. Bhagavad Gita 9.13. The Lord gives special attention to his devotees in their activities within material conditional life. Bhagavad Gita 9.29. Therefore, everyone should take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord and be a pure devotee of the Lord by all means. One should know, therefore, from the expert spiritual master, the advantage and disadvantage of discharging devotional service. Just as Maharaja Parikshit asked his spiritual master, Srila Sukadeva Goswami, according to Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the signs of devotional service, one should not eat more than what he required to maintain body and soul together. Vegetable diets and milk are sufficient for maintenance of the human body, and therefore one has no need to eat anything more to satisfy the palate. One should also not accumulate money to become puffed up in the material world. One should earn his livelihood easily and honestly, for it is better to become a coolie for an honest livelihood than become a great man in society by hook and crook. There is no harm if one become the richest man in the world by honest dealings, but one should not sacrifice the honest means of livelihood simply to accumulate wealth. Such an endeavor is harmful to devotional service. One should not talk nonsense. A devotee's business is to earn the favor of the Lord. Therefore, a devotee should always glorify the Lord in his wonderful creations. A devotee should not decry the creation of the Lord, defying him by saying that he has created a false world. The world is not false. Actually, we have to take so many things from the world for our maintenance. So, how can we say that the world is false? Similarly, how can one think of the Lord as being without form? How can one become formless and at the same time he all intelligence and consciousness, direct and indirect? So there are so many things for a pure devotee to learn, and he should learn them perfectly from a bona fide personality like Sukadeva Goswami. The favorable condition for discharging devotional service are that one should be very enthusiastic in serving the Lord. The Lord, in his form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, wanted the cult of devotional service to the Lord to be preached all over the world, in every nook and corner, and therefore a pure devotee's duty is to discharge his order as far as possible. Every devotee should be very enthusiastic, not only in performing his daily rituals of devotional service, but in trying to preach the cult peacefully by following the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya. If he is not superficially successful in such an attempt, he should not be deterred from the discharge of his duty. Success or failure has no meaning for a pure devotee because he is a soldier in the field. Preaching the cult of devotional service is something like declaring war against materialistic life. There are different kinds of materialists, such as the fruity workers, the middle speculators, the mystic jugglers, and so many others. All of them are against the existence of Godhead. They would declare that they are themselves God, although in every step, in every action, they are dependent on mercy of the Lord. Therefore, a pure devotee may not associate with such gangs of atheists. A strong devotee of the Lord will not be misled by such atheistic propaganda of non-devotees. But a neophyte devotee should be very cautious about them. A devotee should see to the right discharge of devotional service under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master and should not stick only to the formalities. Under the direction of the bona fide spiritual master, one should see how much service is being executed and not simply in the matter of rituals. A devotee should not hanker after anything, but he should be satisfied with things that may automatically come to him by the will of the Lord. That should not be the principle of a devotee life. And all these principles are easily learned under the guidance of a spiritual master like Sukadeva Goswami. Maharaja Parikshit inquired from Sukadeva correctly, and one should follow his example. Maharaja Parikshit inquired about the process of creation, maintenance, and destruction of the material world, the process of Vedic rituals, and the method of executing pious activities in terms of the supplementary Vedas like the Puranas and Mahabharata. And as explained before, the Mahabharata is the history of ancient India, and so also are the Puranas. Pious acts are prescribed in the supplementary Vedas, Smritis, which specifically mention digging tanks and wells for the water supply of the people in general, to plant tree on the public roads, to construct public temples and place of worship of God, to establish places of charity where the poor destitutes can be provided with foodstuff, and similar activities are called purta. Similarly, the process of fulfilling the natural desires for sense gratification was also inquired about by the king for the benefit of all concerned. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharani Nirvishesha Shunyavad Bhashasha Deshatarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So, today's sloka is again the question by Parikshit Maharaj to Sukadeva Goswami. So this entire chapter about the questions asked by Sukadeva Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj to Sukadeva Goswami. So today's question, he is asking how the living beings are generated and is get maintained, and how it is got annihilated. And also he is asking the advantage of discharging the devotional service and disadvantages. What is advantage? What is a disadvantage to the Lord? And also he is asking about what are the Vedic ritual injunctions and what are the procedures? What are the procedure for religion, economic development, and sense satisfaction? So all these things asked by Parikshit Maharaj to Sukadeva Goswami in this question, in this sloka. And Prabhupada give the detailed explanation over here, the previous purport. So Prabhupada giving the example, this conditioned life, about this conditioned life, it is plying a boat in the middle of the ocean. So in the middle of the ocean, nothing will be there. If you go in a boat in the middle of the ocean, everywhere, in all the four direction, you can see water only. There is nothing, no tree, nothing. You cannot see anything. You will be in the middle of the ocean if it is there. In such middle of the ocean, the person, they should be depend upon the Supreme Lord only. Because even though the person having so much of wealth, even though Ambani going on the ship in the middle of the ocean, if there is a turbulence or a wind or any cyclone, something happen, if some agitation happen, then how much ever you have wealth, you cannot save ourselves without the mercy of the Supreme Lord. So the person who is going on the ship in the middle of the ocean, 100% they are dependent on the Supreme Lord. So this material world also designed in that way only. It is like similar to plying a boat in the middle of the ocean only. So the small agitation that we will drown in this material world. So what is the mean to cross over this material ocean, this material world? Like to cross the ocean, we are using plying the boat. But what is the boat here in this material life? To cross over this material ocean, which is the devotional service to the Supreme personality of Godhead. So the person who is properly discharging his duty, the devotional service, they can easily cross over this ocean by the mercy of the Lord. So Prabhupada also mentioning one should not think about success or failure, because Prabhupada is mentioning we are the soldiers. So the soldier who is in the war field, he don't know whether our party is win or not, but his duty is to do fight. As long as he is alive, he will try to fight and kill the opposite party and move towards the opposite direction. So similar way, we are all the soldiers. Soldiers, where we are fighting, what is our the fighting arena? This material world is fighting arena, and Maya, it is the opposite party which is trying to catch hold of us. So every one of us is a soldier. So we don't want to worry about the success or failure, and we always depend upon the Supreme Lord and move towards this path. That's what this Prabhupada is mentioning. And also one of the pastime, one of the senior devotee who was in America. Actually, he used to come to the temple. Actually, in the outside of the temple, there is a restaurant. Hare Krishna temple, ISKCON temple, there is a restaurant. So he used to come to he always used to come to the temple. He want to come to inside of the temple, he will go to the restaurant and he will eat and he will go. And slowly he started his service into the temple. Then he saw the temple atmosphere, these people are enjoying, they are doing the kirtan, they are worshipping. He got attracted by the devotional services. He started this devotional service. Gradually, he became a pujari. And so he was doing the puja. Every day he was doing the puja. He is very much great devotee of, he became a devotee of Lord Narasimha. So he is worshipping Narasimha very intensely every day. But because we are, as Prabhupada said, we are always attracted by this material world and by Maya. So any point of time, there is a fall down can happen. So for this devotee, so he thought that every day I'm still stick with this only in the temple. I'm not doing it 24 hours. I'm only doing this devotional activities only. I don't have any material recreation. So let me take some break and let me do some devotions, some enjoyment also. Like that he thought. So he left the temple and he went to the seashore and he was starting the surfing. Surfing, right? Taking a pad kind of and surf on the sea. So in the foreign countries, the people used to surf in the ocean, near to the beach. So they will surf there. So they will move according to the waves. They will also jump here and there. It's a kind of enjoyment. So he also wanted to enjoy like that. He went for the surfing. And when he went inside of the ocean, yes, he bored with the devotional activities, whatever he was doing, this routine. So he wanted to do some recreation. So he left the devotional service, he went there. Immediately what happened? There is a shark came near to him. So he was shocked. So whatever mantras he was able to recite, Narasimha, whatever mantras he knows, all the gods he was praying, oh please save me, save me, save me right now. Then finally the shark came near to him and immediately the shark took that different direction and he left. So he got saved. So immediately the devotee, what he did, he left everything, he came to the temple. Again, he was started the puja activities. So then the temple president asked, what happened? I'm not seeing you for last one week. Where you went? We didn't inform us anything like that. Then he narrated that by the mercy of the Lord, I thought of enjoying myself, but Lord Narasimha came in the form of shark, and he showed me what is the danger of this in this material world. So I understand the danger, so I came back to devotional service. So this is the way, Lord, if you are even the person who is, it will deviate from the devotional service, but Lord will protect them. So that's what Lord is saying in Bhagavad Gita. In 9.13, Lord is saying that Mahasmanastu mam partha daivam prakritim ashritaha vachante ananya manaso natva bhutatim avyayam. Here, Krishna is saying that, O son of Pratha, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. So the person who is fully in the devotional service, why they are fully in the devotional service? Because they know that Lord is, the Supreme Lord is all in all. Our prime duty is to serve the Supreme Lord. So how much ever you are doing the outside world, other than the devotional service, how much ever you earn, there won't be any satisfaction. So that's what Prabhupada mentioning in this Bhagavatam purport, that we don't want to aspire to accumulate so much of wealth and doing some hook and crook, and we will become a great person. Be great in the sense materialistic person, materially great person, but richest person. It's not necessary. In order to execute this devotional service, you can become a small coolie. That is enough. That's what Prabhupada is saying. That coolie, become a coolie, let it be, get some money, use that money to keep your body and soul together and execute your devotional service without any interruption. That is the verdict of the great devotee like Prabhupada. And also, we always need to depend on the Lord's mercy. So we do not worry about what I can do the next time. Well, means if it is how the Lord is going to take me in this material world, how I'm going to live, whether I get the disease or not, whether I will get the job or not, whether I get married or not, whether I get the child or not. Not to worry of this any of these material activities as long as we are in the path of devotional service. Lord will take care of everything if we take up the charge of the preaching this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cult all over the world. So our movement is the preaching movement. So we have to preach whatever we know. It is not necessary. Okay, let me complete Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, completely read. Then I will understand everything. I will memorize everything. I will realize. Then I will go and preach. It is not needed. Whatever the little realization you have, we just need desire to do this devotional service. Lord will give all the intelligence. That's what Lord is saying in Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter. Tesam satata-yuktānāṁ vajatāṁ prīti-pūrvakam dadāmi bhukti yogam tam yenayam upayanti. So Krishna is saying that I will give you the intelligence how you need to come back to me. So just what we need to do, we need to remember the Supreme Lord. That is the only secret. It is a guhyam. That is a confidential thing is executing the devotional service under the Supreme Lord. So in any form, it is not necessary. Well, because if somebody not able to preach, do some devotional service. You can do the garland service. You can support the person who is preaching, whatever the things required for him. Like that, any form. Than man dhan. Okay, you can support through your body, and you will support through your mind, and you will support it through your money. Any form you can support for the devotional service. So if you are able to service using this body for the devotional service, that is the topmost, well and good. Since you may not be able to spend time on that, whenever you get time, use your mind, like preach to others who are it is not necessary 1,000 people will come, I will preach. It is not necessary. So Prabhupada used to say that if you are not getting even a single devotee, preach to the walls, because that is the spirit of the preacher. Because preaching is not for others, to improve others. First thing, the preacher will get the purification by preaching. Yes, oh, this much things are there. He will prepare for that for the class, and he will read that, and he will realize. And when he deliver the speech to others, that time also the realization will come for the preacher. So this is the greatness of becoming a preacher. So if you through the mind, like preaching is one of the activity. If you are not able to spend your time on the preaching or bodily services, we can spend whatever we are earning, some part of the amount we can give to the person who is doing the services to the Supreme Lord, so that our money, whatever the hard-earned money we are earning, that money will be useful for the devotional service. So that means indirectly, by wherever we are, even though our putting our bodily or mind in the materialistic way of work, but still, whatever the result fruit we got from them, that fruit we are surrender to the Supreme Lord. That is what the Lord is expecting. So that is the way we can purify our consciousness as well as our material opulences as well. So these are all the different means devotional services Prabhupada is explaining, as well as this is the way of getting into the path of devotional service. And Krishna saying in Bhagavad Gita 9.29, Samoham sarva-bhūteshu name dvesyo astina priyaham ye bhajante tu mam bhaktya naiti teshu chapiyaham. So Krishna is saying that I envy no one, nor I am partial to anyone. I am equal to all, but whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. So Krishna initially he is saying that in the sloka, he is not partial. He is equal to everyone. That's what he is saying. That he is not envy of anyone. He is not partial. He is all in front of the Lord. All the living entities are same. There is no, the human beings are up and the animals are low, plants are low. And in the human being itself, Brahmanas are higher and the Shudras are lower. There is no differentiation in front of the Lord. That's what Krishna is clarifying in this sloka. And also, but what he is saying that whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. So to become a friend of the Lord, which is the topmost thing. So that it is the for that there is a story used to tell by the Prabhupada that one of the kingdom, the king birthday was happened. So during that time, the king told all the prajas in his kingdom, tomorrow my birthday. He announced all of the places, all of his kingdom people, that tomorrow you come to my palace. Tomorrow is my birthday. Whatever you want, you can ask. I will give you, like that. So the next day, his birthday, he was celebrating his birthday, and there is a huge queue, and in the queue, people are coming and asking. Somebody asking, give me some money. My daughter marriage is there. Somebody asking some money. I'm not able to work. They are asking money, land, dress. All these things are they are asking. So the king was giving all those things happily. Everything is happening. But finally, one person came. He asked somebody. He asked finally, you, I want to become a friend of you. You come to my home for one time, Prashadam. That's what the person asked. All the others asked something for themselves, or something for their relatives, something for their neighbors, or something for their village. Okay, put a road or plant a tree, and for the farming, something everything they asked in the materially. But this person, he only asked, I want to become a friend of you. Then he asked, one day you come to my home for Prashadam. And his house was a small hut. So the king, okay, this phrase my birthday, whatever the wish, because this is a different wish. So he also accepted the wish. Then what happened? So next week, he's supposed to go to that person's house for the prasadam. And before that, all the ministers, they were doing a survey. What is the road, how the road towards his house is correct or not. They are seeing the road is not good. So they put a road properly. And in the road, two sides, they lay down their trees and all. And they went to his house. His house is a small hut. Then they built a bungalow for him. Yes, king is going to come. So they built a bungalow. And he don't have money. So they gave so much of money to him to take care of this prasadam and that. So all this happened. So see, your king is going to come. They gave the land also. So all the other people, they asked one or two things from the Lord. So sorry, from the king, that they want land, they want dress, they want money, they want this and that. But this person asked only thing, I want to be your friend. That's all. Finally, what happened? Everything he got. So this is the way intelligent people, what they will do. If you do, by doing the devotional service, if you become the friend of God, friend of the Lord, what will happen? All the occurrences will come automatically. We don't want to ask this and that separately. So that is the only thing, only mean is, this is from this story, we can understand that we have to become a friend of the Lord, and he is, whatever the situation we are going through, whether it is a good, palatable situation or not a good situation, everything is a mercy of the Lord, is a prasada of the Lord. If you take in that way and continue our devotional service without deviating, whether it is a failure or success, just executing your devotional service, automatically we will keep in the, we will be in the platform of the highest platform of devotional activities. So definitely Lord will take us in the proper path. Lord will. So we need to depend on the Lord. That is the whole message from this purport. And also the Parikshit Maharaj, he was asking these questions. It's not only for him, it is for all of us. So we will discuss and we will understand what is the response given by Shukadeva Goswami for these questions. Hare Krishna. Nandara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.